Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, back to preview, well, a flea market find. Well, many of you know that Scott out on the West Coast, he's in Southern California. Scott frequents flea markets, and well, he picks up some reels from every now and then. He's becoming more selective in what he finds and more interesting in the finds that he gets. And so what I thought we would do is share this with you. We'll take a look at what Scott has sent, and we'll see which ones of these are going to make it to video to show you how to service and repair these reels. And we'll maybe even put a little bit of a history lesson on some of these while we do the unwrapping here to see what we have here. So it's been pretty interesting, and I kind of always enjoy what he sends. And so if you would like to see these, or if you would like to understand a little bit more about fishing reels, if you have a passion for fishing and you want to understand a little bit more about some of the histories behind it, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use the notification button. That way you'll be able to see what reels are here, which ones we're going to be working on, and well, you'll learn a little bit more about the projects themselves. So looks like Scott has sent 3 reels in today. They all appear to be pretty beautiful reels, and let's take a look at these. So the first one up, this is a Penn reel. This is actually the lowest level of the Mariner series. This is an older one. You can tell because of the handle on it. You can also tell because it's a direct drive reel. Now, for those watching that don't have a matter of perspective, this is about a 5.5 or a 6-inch side plate. You can tell the older Penn reels because of the etching or of a scene, fishing scene, on the reel itself. So in this case, looks like we have a couple of sailboats or trolling boats out here. It's inscribed Penn number 249 deep sea reel, Penn Fishing Manufacturing Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And this one looks unused. It is a direct drive reel. A direct drive reel means that there is no anti-reverse and there is no drag. You provide both. You would be cranking, and then if you want to fight the fish, you reverse course. It's no different than the older, well, let's go all the way back to the 1920s reel. This one is a bait casting reel. It's by Shakespeare. I think it was made in 1918, if I remember. And, well, same idea here, but on a much smaller scale. You would fight the fish cranking forward and backwards. And one of the nice things about that is, well, it's ambidextrous. You can crank it with your left hand, fight it backwards that way. There is no stop, no anti-reverse, no drag. You provide all of it. Why is this such a narrow channel and so wide in the side plate? Well, most of the time that was to accommodate wire line, but wire line probably wasn't around in the 1940s, but heavy line, and to avoid what was called frame twist. So on the very large reels, if you bring a post out 3 or 4 inches, the post is the weak point on the reel. And if the post comes under pressure, for example, you're fighting the fish this way, what happens is the reel seat normally gives way and twists, and that takes it out of balance. Well, it's a beautiful reel cosmetically. I'm feeling a little bit of a grind going on inside the gears. Those grinds are usually attributed, in this case, since it looks almost new, to lack of grease or dirty grease that's clogging the teeth. So we'll take care of this one. I think we'll do a video on it. I know I do not have the number 249. Well, what other models are in the series? You have the 140, you have the 49, you have the 149, 249, and 349, which is the Super Mariner. And they have varying differences in the reel themselves. The most notable one between the entry level, this one, and the next up is they have chrome trim rings that kind of guard against being banged on the side plates. These Bakelite plates, if they hit a side rail or get dropped on deck, they're very fragile and they're prone to cracking. So you have the line, the trim rings on them. You have a free spool release, and you have a star drag system on those. And on the Super Mariners, you have a higher speed gear. On the 49s and the 349s, you have a double release. So you can release for free spool and have an anti-reverse, or you can release the anti-reverse and fight the fish backwards like you do with this one. So quite a series there. Many of you are peeking into the box as I'm going through that description there, and it looks like we have a very nice reel. It almost looks like a Penn reel when you look at this from the color, the blues, but it's not. It's a Penguin 105A. We've done this Penguin series before. I don't think we've done this one, but this one is a very big saltwater reel. It's and also in very nice condition. There's evidence of wear, unlike that other one. You can see multiple scrapes on it. This one was made by Olympic, and Olympic was a Japanese manufacturer. We know Olympic from a lot of different reels. The Olympic Dolphin is one of them, and they've made others. But this is a large reel under the Penguin brand that has aerated or holes in the spool. That serves two purposes. It lightens it up, but also when you use the older line, the line would go on the spool wet and be very difficult to dry. The slotted or the holes in the top spool allows for the line to dry and the water not to get trapped inside that spool. Let's give it a turn. Turns beautifully. There's a little bit of a whine in there. I'm looking from the side plates here. It appears that most of the grease has leaked out or evaporated. So we'll do a tune-up. I think we'll do this as a video, time permitting, and we'll see what we can do. Well, interestingly enough, the last one he's got in here is labeled Steel Reel. Well, we have it in a Penn box, and well, it's a spool. It's a Penn spool. This is for the 113H, which is the 4.0 Senator, and well, you can see here, this is an interesting one. It says $46 for the spool. That kind of sounds very high. $46.99. I'm not quite sure what was there. I mean, I trust it is, and it's in good condition. So that spool can be used on a 4.0 Senator, and I think that fits both of the pieces, whether it's the black-sided 4.0 or it's the high-speed 4.0. But the 113H, the H represents the high speed. Well, that's some of the things that Scott has found in his flea market finds. Very interesting, as always. And, well, his question on this one is this a Penn spool? I believe it is. You can generally tell the Penn spools by the shoulders and the click, but a lot of times they'll have the numbering on the arbor. Well, I'm not seeing that there. I believe the answer to this is yes, it is a Penn Senator 4.0 spool. And the best way to find out, well, I have a Penn Senator 4.0 fishing reel here. I'll put it on, and we'll answer that definitively. Well, I hope you've liked this little flea market finds and a little education on the Penn Mariner series. And I've got a lot more boxes that have recently come in. We'll do that as project previews, and hopefully we'll have some more of these to show you as how to service and repair videos. I hope you've enjoyed that. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for all it is that you do to keep us safe. I truly do appreciate your career choice and your dedication to task. To everybody, have fun at the flea markets. Look for the unusual stuff. If you want a lesson, call them tuition reels. Buy the reel, take it apart, and see how it works. Then take it fishing when you're successful in tuning it up. To everybody, please stay safe. Have a great day on the water. Enjoy the art of fishing and fishing reel repair. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thanks for watching.